If you are an electric guitar player and you find yourself in a situation where you need to practice, but you do not want to set up your rig, you do not want to have to connect an entire amp and pedal board system, we have the solution to that. This is the JOYO DC15s. Now, JOYO is known to make products that are convenient to use and are innovative. So, let's dive into what the JOYO DC15s has to offer. My name is Keegan Moraes, and I'm the product specialist here at ProCraft. And if you look at this amp, as you can see, I have a Footswitch attached, but it's completely battery operated. So you can charge it and take it with you wherever you go. And that's a huge advantage considering that you may or may not have access to a power outlet while practicing your guitar. So let's quickly dive into what this amp has to offer. Starting up with, it's got your basic controls, which is volume, tone, and gain. And that's very interesting because it has several different models, amp models. Now, what I mean by that is, if you look at traditional amplifiers, you see that they have different styles of overdrive, they have different styles of tubes in them, and they all sound slightly different. What JOYO has done is they have digitally recreated those amp models and they've combined them and put them into this little box here. So if you look at the top, you can see there are different modes here. It starts off with actually an acoustic amp. So even if you have an acoustic guitar and you want to hear it amplified, you have that option available to you. So we have the different type of amp modelers in here, starting from the clean style like your Fender Twin or the Junior Champ. So those are fairly clean style amps. And then you have slightly overdriven amps, which is more like a crunch style. It's not a complete distortion, but at the same time, it's not crystal clean. So you have the overdrive, the blues style, and a more crunch. And right at the end, you have the heavier sounds like your Marshalls or your Mesa Boogie amps. And what JOYO has done is they have arranged them in order of increasing gain. So right from the acoustic, which is a pure clean style, going up to the metal amp modeler, you have a range of sounds that will be able to help you in practicing or modeling any kind of sound that you want. For each amp, you have an individual gain control for that, and as well as a tone control, which is important in shaping your sound. Now, in addition to that, you also have some effects on board. So just as you would have a pedal board with your effects, what we have here is delay, we have reverb, you have chorus, flanger, phaser, and tremolo. So these are a whole host of options which traditionally would have individual pedals, and setting those up would be a task. With this, you don't have to worry about any of that. You can just dial in your sounds, and the coolest thing is you can save them as a preset. And having said that, we come to the next feature, which is the foot switch. Now, while you're practicing, it is going to be an inconvenience to have to every time reach out and switch tones here, which is why you have the option of switching between presets. So you can just save your preset by hitting by pressing the button here, and then you can use the foot switch to seamlessly transition between tones. That way you're not stopping your playing or getting distracted. Moving on to the next important feature, which is the inbuilt drum machine. As you know, for practice, you need to have something that keeps time. It's very important that you keep time and you're able to play either a click track or a drum beat. And JOYO has incorporated that into this machine. So you can have a drum beat playing, and then you can switch the tempos, you can switch the styles, which helps you practice. And that is also accompanied with a looper, a very interesting feature for guitarists trying to either practice or writing new tones, or just going over some kind of riff that you want. If you just want to solo over a riff, you can just loop your rhythm track and then solo over it by changing the preset. Now, this way you have all these features all packed into one box. And finally, you have the Bluetooth feature, which helps you connect your phone in case you want to play a backing track, or you have just an exercise that you want to play along with, or you just want to jam along to a song. All of that can happen just by connecting your phone to this via Bluetooth, and that way you have everything you need for practice just here. No need of additional tools, no additional pedals. So all of that packed into this tiny little box that you can actually carry with you anywhere, and just plug in your guitar in, and anywhere you go, even if you're outdoors, whether you're on the beach, in a garden, by the river, or you're just at home in your living room, this amplifier is going to serve your needs as a practice amp and do extremely well for you.